I met her way back in the day, 6th or 7th grade maybe. Her name was Jennifer. We met on some pretty casual circumstances. And by casual, I mean I was assigned to sit by her, and we talked and laughed and had some fun for about 3 days straight, which is a long time when you're in 6th grade apparently. Because after those 3 days, I eventually did the totally middle school thing of passing her a note, which read, "Can I have your number?" in probably the shittiest handwriting ever. She read it, and just sat the rest of the class without passing one back. I thought, well, this is it. The day that goes down in history as Gertin being the guy who comes on to girls way too quick. But then I see her tear the corner of one of her notebook pages, and as secretly as possible, she writes down her number. And at the end of the history lesson, she gives it to me. That was it. That was the day. The day that made me feel like $1 million. And that night, I stayed up texting her. We sent many LOLs, and eventually went to bed way past my bedtime. Once again, this is 6th or 7th grade, where some people matured and got muscle a lot faster than others. I was not one of those people. The day after, a guy named Derek decides to beat me up. I remember him hitting me square in the face with the words, "She's mine," following each fist. Eventually he got suspended, and then later expelled. But he made me the laughingstock of the school. And I remember it well. Among other things that happened to me at the time, it started to become a thing where I didn't care. I didn't care how I looked. I didn't care how I smelled. Mainly just because I wanted people not to come near me. But she still did. Even after I pushed her away, even after I pushed everyone else away, and made myself look and smell awful, she stayed. 6 months passed, and I remember she had told me she loves me, so I did the same. I really thought highly of her, and I mean, she was my first kiss. But as all things middle school go, she was just a phase. Not one that I wanted to get over, one I had to get over, because I moved schools. It was rough, and it wasn't for the reason most people have. We still lived in the same house, ate the same food, and had the same neighbors. But my mom had influence, and because I was bullied at the school where Jennifer was, she decided to switch me schools. But what she doesn't know is that the bullies would never go away. And that's not what hurt the most. What hurt the most wasn't even losing a girlfriend. What hurt the most is that I lost a friend. One who didn't care how I looked or smelled, or how I talked, or how shitty my handwriting is. One who just cared, and as much as I hate to say it, she eventually faded out of existence. But the story is not over. I made new friends. Granted, it was when I cleaned myself and cared about how I looked, but they are good friends, who I hope to keep by my side for a long time. And in the end, I'm happy to have had Jennifer during that time period than to have not have had her. But anyways, thanks for watching.